Welcome viewers back to Phoenix Point, where we join the C team at their first real challenge, a Pandoran Nest. This is a medium threat level Pandoran Nest. They just have to get in and destroy some sentinels and get out alive. So we're taking Sabrina, who is wounded, Armis, Lydia, Warlock, Armis, Lydia, Chance, and Tommy, who likes to be known as Kylo. Let's get this action underway. That reminds me, while this is loading, it's a really good time for me to give you a hint that it might be really considerate of you to go click that like button. And if you enjoy this kind of video, consider subscribing to the channel. We've got a lot more. C-Team is fairly untested. They've been through a few scrapes, but their equipment is a little bit below the standard of the rest of the teams. They do have Raspberry, the Aspida, with them though, and I think the Aspida is going to head out here for a scout. And I don't think it sees anything in that direction. What about around this corner here? I think that's somebody, but still nothing important. Wow, cleared a lot of sightlines though. So it looks like maybe up in this area is where the interesting things are going to happen. There's somebody hiding around a corner there. I don't think they're going to do much damage. Let's have Armis head this way. And he'll reserve the PDW. But then we'll have Chance run past him with a double dash to get around this corner. And Chance sees an egg, but nothing else. Where's that egg? You see that egg? No, Chance doesn't actually see it. She just knows it exists. Okay, we could send her in there, but that's going to be awfully dangerous. So instead, she's just going to overwatch that way. We do about there. And Armis is going to follow up. Okay, on this side,
loud and clear.
There's a very slight chance that there's something over here that we need to see, so we're going to do a similar double dash this way. With Psylocke.
Pushing on.
Sincerely doubt she'll see anything, but yeah, it's worth taking a look. And she can always join her friends around. I don't think she's going to be able to shoot through that, so she's not even going to bother. Just going to move a little further. And we don't see anything that way. Is that a dead end? What's going on over here? Is that the map edge? I don't think so. She just can't see it for some reason. I guess we'll leave her be for now and bring the two snipers up. Keep them out of harm's way. They can be pals. Alright, Psylocke, what do you think? I think you're gonna just hang out there. And Raspberry, maybe you head back a little bit. You're probably gonna get shot by whatever's hiding behind that rock. Ah, there is an Arthron up that way. Nothing to worry about. That was an egg, okay. And a poison worm came out. Good. Poison worm, we can probably just zap it. Although it might be smarter to take on the Arthrons. Oh, look at that. It's got an Overwatch. That rarely happens. Oof. And that Arthron has a weapon. Maybe get some retaliation? No. And this team is suddenly outnumbered. Alright, what do we do here? Well, first things first, Psylocke is getting out of there. Because that's a bit too much even for her. Maybe she'll take a shotgun blast first though. We could probably knock off a pincher there. That guy's got a ranged weapon. Don't think she's gonna be able to knock that off. Shoot the pincher.
Enemy hit.
And then from there, I think it's best if we run. And maybe run again.
I can do it.
Alright. These guys up here. Well,
Ready to roll.
Armus may have a shot. But it's a pretty terrible one. He really needs to get past that shield. So if he moves here, shot looks a little better. Nice, which gives chance. Wait, what's happening? I'm not sure. That gives chance a moment. Oh, I see. Must be an egg around this corner. Wait, what? Why is it showing Arthron? What's going on, game? An Arthron Umbra. That's something new. What does that mean? I'm not sure what's going on there. We're gonna move Chance a little forward.
All I need is a clear shot.
And she's gonna aim at this guy's weapon. A couple times? No. Ooh. It's a retaliation shot at her.
I'm injured. Oh!
Oof. You're gonna be okay. Yeah, maybe you're gonna run. Alright. Armus. You don't see anything on the ground there. We're a little confused by that. You know what you're gonna do? Is you are going to drop a turret back here behind you. And honestly, I'd like you to run out of there, but we're out of moves, so you're kind of in trouble, aren't you? Lydia. You take a step forward.
I'll be right there.
And keep your eyes open that way. Speeda can step here and zap this guy, I think. Electric strike should take him up. And then, yeah, there's a poison worm there, but it's not going to bother anybody. Okay, and then Tommy. I think what we're going to have you do is step over this way. And then see if you can deal with anything poking its head around this corner. Maybe like that.
Anything that moves.
Alright. That is something new. An Arthron Umbra, something we did not expect this team to run into. Tyrant. Luckily it's blocking the Tyrant's shot, but not enough that Armus didn't get hit. Okay, the Umbra comes out and is hellbent on killing Chance. Wow. That's one down.
I can find cover.
Okay, we did get a panic there. We do have Lydia able to shoot this thing. Arthron Umbra, huh? Let's take a look, because we have not seen one of these before. It's just black, no information. Feel like this is a bug. What the heck? What? Maybe we just don't know what it is, so our soldiers have no information on it. We could do quick aim here. It would probably be really smart to bring this back with us. So I don't think that's going to be possible, unfortunately. We're just going to have to shoot it. It's got pinchers everywhere, it looks like. It does have a very tight shot here, but I'm not sure where to shoot it. It's not going to be taking a lot of damage, it seems like. I wonder why that is. Okay, let's think about this a little more before we act. We lost chance.
Ready to roll.
We have Tommy here. He could shoot it from this side. Does that help at all? Boy. It does seem to have a lot of health. We've also got another Arthron in the back over there to worry about. And the poison worm hasn't come through yet. I don't think the poison worm can move fast enough for us to be really that terrified. Let's move here. Put some control on this enemy. Paralyzing our second Arthron, and then if we move here, hopefully that attracts a different Arthron over here to Raspberry instead of the rest of the team.
Receiving.
Tommy is going to take a shot. Not sure what the best shot here. This thing is just all pincer according to this. I think something's broken. But we're gonna shoot it anyway.
Taking aim.
Channel open.
Alright, on this side, let's just... It looks like we get a kill here.
That was a kill.
Oh, and it melted. Okay, Armis.
Taking aim.
Armis, you could probably just grenade that
Let's
thing.
get this done.
Oh, forgot that it's retaliating.
Ready to fire.
We should have tried to hit its arm. There we go. Now it can't shoot us, and you can probably take it out. Even if you hit it in the shield. Yep. Okay, Armis is out of points. We did get some will back. Lydia, you need to aim over this direction as a just in case that monster pokes its head out, and that's all we can do. Unfortunately, we did lose Chance. She took one for the team. That's a ranged one, shooting at Raspberry. Don't think Raspberry is going to be in range to be able to electric strike there. Oh, I am mistaken. Over in, there is a mine fragger there, but mine fragger is no concern for Raspberry. That's another paralyze. Armis is gonna pick that turret up
Retreating.
and step out of way for now,
Advancing.
and we'll let Lydia get to here and set up Overwatch in this direction.
I got this covered.
Armis, you can actually Overwatch at that worm.
Holding position.
And Psylocke, I think you need to advance. You know what?
Receiving
That was a
loud and
mistake
clear.
to overwatch you because this corridor is a little tight. I think we need to get over here or up this way. I really would like Warlock to come, or not Warlock, but Psylocke
Channel open.
to come this direction. I'm a little worried about that mine fragger, but I think we can take care of it. A shotgun blast here will kill it. But I like the heavy looping. Great. Kylo can follow that direction as well. And we'll see, we still have a poison worm to deal with. Didn't quite make it to us. We have 3 paralyzed Arthrons, one of which we've lost sight of, so know that it has about 20 turns to go. Okay, let's send the Espida in. Breaking some cover on the way. We do see the Sentinel there. Okay, that's the first one. That means the second one is probably over here. Wow, Warlock is not fast. She does need to get out of the way though, so we can send other people in. And I'm not seeing the other one yet.
5 by 5.
Over there with her Aramis.
Hostile spotted.
Okay. What does he see? Oh, the poison worms? Maybe another worm? Yeah, there's 2 worms coming from that direction. You know what? You're gonna drop a turret here. I think that turret should be able to shoot the worms from there. Who knows? And then, yeah, start running. On the other side, we need to get Raspberry out of the way. I guess you're gonna come back and zap this guy one more time. You know, just because you're mad, we're mad. Alright, and then Psylocke, you can dash and get us some shots. Don't think it's gonna matter. Let's check its range. Oh, that circle's pretty big. Okay. So you're just outside of its detection radius, although these guys are in it and it's not detecting them, so maybe that's not what that circle means. Let's double dash you into some light cover here, and then you'll get 1 shot on it.
Daddy.
And it's going to be...
Here goes nothing.
I guess if you throw a grenade, that'll reduce its armor, but that seems like a waste on these things. Doesn't have that much armor, does it? Let's shoot it in 20 in the torso and roots, but only 10 in the head. We'll shoot that.
Target's still alive.
Lydia could come over and maybe get a pistol shot. I think it must have already woken up eggs, and that's why it's not reacting to us. Alright, you're just gonna get close. It's probably gonna spew out some mist at us. But we should be okay here. Alright then, Raspberry, you can move a little? No, you have nothing left. That's it. That might have been a bleed to death. Poison worm spotted the enemy. Ooh, and another Arthron from that direction. What? And a Mindfragger from nowhere. Okay, that's unfortunate. Can we zap a Mindfragger off of you? No, I think I've tried that before and it didn't work. Okay, that means we're going to have to, what, do, well, let's shoot the mine fragger first.
Steady.
We just want to nick it without hurting our friend.
That was easy.
And we can take out one sentinel. Just save, okay, actually it looks like Kylo's fine. And then we have some shots at the worms here. Just the one, I guess. Alright, and now we have to find the other sentinel. And take out this other Arthron. Boy, there's a lot of eggs. Maybe over there? Maybe down here? Not a lot of places this thing could be.
5 by 5.
Tommy can't move, Psylocke can't move. Raspberry could back up, but doesn't really feel the need. I guess the only one left with the actions is Armus. So confused by that Umbra. That was a whole thing, wasn't it? I think we get out here and drop another turret. Although we have it in our backpack, so we're not going to be able to drop it this turn. Oops. Let's get a couple things ready. And then maybe keep you close to Warlock.
Heading out.
Warlock has a shot on an egg here that's not really worth taking. So instead, she will just overwatch in that direction. And then Raspberry, you're done. Tommy, you can't do anything. Got one more poison worm coming for the turret. And another Arthur, that's the same Arthron. Popping out his shield, okay. Now it might make sense to start shooting the eggs. So we could do this with a couple quick shots here.
Took one down.
You certainly did, okay. And I think we want to try to get vision up there, although that's the map edge, so that's not where it is. Where else could it be? It could be in this little alcove here. It could be in this corner. It could be over here. Kind of shocked that we haven't seen it yet. Let's see, if I go here, that egg's gonna want to hatch. If I go this way, but we'll get vision. Go here. Didn't quite wake up the egg, so we can shoot at it.
Identifying target.
And your PW really takes the eggs out. Good. Alright, and then let's get vision down this hall, I guess. Maybe there for now and just overwatch. Keep forgetting that you guys are... that guy's... Okay, actually it could be over here too. I guess you'll stand on this egg.
On the move.
Nothing. Alright, let's send you back over here to try to deal with that Arthron if the turret can't do it. There's a lot of poison worms. Too bad we can't run them over. Alright, turrets, what can you do? You can take out an arm for us. Very nice. And then Psylocke can head this way.
Prioritizing speed.
And Tommy can follow up. What do we have here for shot? Just that thing. Yeah, no reason to go that way. Got a reinforcement in the form of a Triton. Poison Worm tries to attack a turret. Another one tries to attack the Aspida. This guy doesn't do anything. Okay, great. Armis has shot on Triton. Not quite. Alright, he peeks around the corner. Do we get a shot when he does that? Oops. Just on the arm. Okay, that's not worth taking. Let's try moving you a little bit forward and see if you can do better. 2 points left here. That's exactly what we need to drop the turret. Or we could take 2 shots at it, or try hitting it twice with the PDW, but it has a lot of arms. All of them are the pain chameleon, so another option is let's just throw a grenade. Burn both of these. Of course, that's going to block our way. So, might not have been the best strategy. We can still get out through here. Yeah, we didn't see anything up over that way, so we're going to go through here anyway. So we'll send, well, yeah, we'll send somebody down here. Warlock. Before anything else, let's make sure this turret can take out this thing. And no Umbra starts growing out of it. Good. And we'll
Making
get
haste.
Psylocke and Kylo back here with Warlock. And then Raspberry can go scouting for us, I think. I think you can get up this direction. There is our electrified Arthron. We know where the bad guys are. Let's go around this corner and see if we see a sentinel. We do. We're gonna send Raspberry in and start shocking the sentinel. I'm not sure that's even viable to capture a sentinel, but it's worth trying. It'll take the rest of the team a while to get there. And we've got a Mindfragger to worry about now. Okay, I guess Armis is coming back this way with the rest of the team. And everyone else is going to keep running. I don't think that Mindfragger can reach us, so I think we're pretty safe.
Sprinting to position.
And let's start shocking the sentinel. See what happens. Paralyzed it in 1. Interesting. Okay, well, doesn't seem to have solved our problem, so let's make ourselves a target for the Mindfragger. And then Tommy, you can come around. And that's all we can do. Not really sure what it's doing, but we're gonna zap it. And then we'll move to the other side of the sentinel so we can keep applying electricity while the rest of the team scurries over here.
Channel open.
They're a bit emboldened by the fact that everything's dead or paralyzed.
Making haste.
but they are going to be morning chants when they get back to base. Armorist can stop here to pick up his turret. And that's everybody's move. There was a noise back there that sounded like a shield getting dropped. Let's do another zap here. Or, you know what? Since it's not working, I think it makes more sense to go do heals.
I'm going.
And then the rest of you can probably
Cannon
just
open.
start shooting.
Ready to fire. Target enemy hit.
And that should do it. Did some science there. Just figured out you can't actually capture sentinels, even though you can paralyze them. Let's head back to Geoscape. Pandoran Nest destroyed. Pandoran Nest has been neutralized and abandoned by its inhabitants. The rest of humanity can breathe a sigh of relief.
It would appear that we have a problem, and one of our own making at that. Synedrian has always had something of a big tent approach to ecological issues. Unfortunately, sometimes that tent is a circus tent, and now the clowns are revolting. I'm sorry, I become sarcastic when I'm irritated, and it's better to speak clearly. A group of antinatalists who call themselves the Malthusian Revolt have broken away from Synedrian and declared war. To prove that they're serious, they sabotaged one of our labs, killing 11 innocent people. Apparently, they believe that humanity is the real virus, and that our techno-extractive rule must come to a violent end. Or some misanthropic nonsense to that effect. Unfortunately, they blame the Phoenix Project for corrupting Synedrian, so they will target you as well. Be careful. This is a crucial moment, and they will do their best to derail this alliance.
Alright, I think we picked up the next diplomacy mission from Synedrian. The Phoenix Project will stop them.
Thank you. It's good to have you on our side in the struggle against these dangerous idiots. I'm transmitting the coordinates of their base.
Site added to Geoscape. The real virus. A new diplomatic mission.
You'll be pleased to hear that you've received the blessing of the Shadowed Hierarch. What does that mean? Well, it's hard to say. He's a pretty elusive figure, but I know one thing about him. He doesn't care about dogma or symbolism. In some ways, he's a cynic, but that's why the Exalted keeps him around. Because if he supports something, it's because he thinks it's going to benefit us. Oh, I almost forgot. The Hierarch also sends a gift. Accepting it has great symbolic value to our people. It means you've accepted his blessing.
Alright, we will accept the gift.
Good. Soon you'll be able to talk to the Synod of Yearning. But be careful. Our little trinity is not to be trifled with.
Alright, that made everyone else mad. I guess the gift was some food. We can replenish our soldiers. We did lose chance, so we're gonna have to do some soldier management. We do have a bunch of people in training back at Phoenix Avionics, which is where we're gonna have to send the scout. Go pick them up. We're also going to send Chariot there. No, not Chariot. The gift. We're going to send the gift back. Phoenix Avionics. Get some repairs on Raspberry. Everybody else. Carrier is heading to base to get repairs. Chariot is collecting supplies. Masked Manicore heading back to base to get Aphid repaired. Tenuous heading for trades. Inaccessible heading back to base. That's Scooby. Scooby's just following. And that's pretty much it. Let's see who arrives first. These guys are going to arrive at base. We'll wait for a message that they are repaired. Likewise here. And here.
Research complete.
Okay, we completed signal disruption tech. Our collaboration with New Jericho scientists has enabled us to devise a multi-wave beam that interferes with Pandoran T-cluster reception. These waves can be projected from any suitably equipped satellite towards havens, improving our ability to defend havens by delaying the Pandoran incursions. Pandoran attacks on havens are disrupted, preventing damage or casualties until 4 hours after attacks are detected. So I guess that's what these towers are, I think. Even though there's no New Jericho there, so I'm not positive. Alright. Gift is heading back to base. Everyone's pretty much just resting or researching things. We did research the crystal crossbow using bolts of living crystal. This silent weapon, dubbed the crystal crossbow by our tactical operatives, exceeds the capability of any competitor. It does do a lot of damage for a crossbow. Action points to use 1, no ammo. That will be a pretty effective weapon. It's not a lot of our operatives who can use crossbows though. I don't think we can manufacture it yet either. We only have 3 crystals so far, so almost certainly not. Maybe time to take a look though. Yeah, it's even grayed out. We need 75, so right now it's just not enough resources. I have a feeling that even if we have the resources, we still won't be able to make it. Currently we're building a Tiamat so that we can carry someone over to the Living Crystal Quarry to speed that up. We also have a whole bunch of new research. Well, a little new research. Centralized AI. For Tobias's West plan to save humanity to work, he aims to organize production and deployment on a global scale with far greater efficiency. A centralized AI is the means to achieve this. We could develop a centralized AI. That seems interesting. And that might just be the end we take. We'll put it at the bottom. We'll put it at the bottom of our research for now and maybe revisit it. Diplomacy-wise, we have 2... No. I thought we got a new mission, but I guess not. We didn't quite get enough... we didn't quite get enough influence with Anu to get their diplomacy mission. We did get it from Synedrian though. Synedrian's diplomacy mission is in Antarctica, so that's probably a destination for the A-team since they're the closest ones to Antarctica. Where are you guys? I thought you were there. There we are. Okay, they're hanging out here waiting for Aphid to revive. They'd really like to go and finish the orichalcum mine, but it's probably a good idea to go get those missions in Antarctica. There's something else down there too. 2 missions, hard to get to. There's the real virus, which is the new mission, plus the Scyther. Yeah, they're heading there next. Let's see, Tenuous is... Whoa, Tenuous is on a mistaken path, so let's see. Let's head you there for now. I'm not sure why you're coming all the way down here. Inaccessible is fine. The gift is heading back. You guys are heading back. And you guys are resting. Alright. Up here we have Raspberry arriving. I think Scout also arrived. We did lose somebody here on the B team, or the C team, that is. So let's take a look at our personnel. Psylocke only got 10 points for that mission. We do have a lot in the pool though. 10 points isn't enough to give you any levels. Armor's got 20. 20 points. Not really worth doing anything other than willpower, I guess. Although, willpower for tech, probably strength is better. Let's do strength. Lydia got 12 points. That's enough for strength point. It's probably worth it. And Tommy has 51 points. Did I miss you last time, Tommy? 20 points goes to speed right away. Let's bump your strength up a couple points. And we'll save 10 for later. Okay, in the base. Who's in this base? That is Phoenix Avionics, right? Can I get a list here? No, just that we have 7 people. Actually, 8 it looks like. I guess one of them is a vehicle, that's why. Okay, at Phoenix Avionics. We have a heavy. They could use a heavy on C-Team. I don't think they have a heavy. So Chillery could go. We also have Arcblade. Chillery and Arcblade are both ready to go. We definitely don't need to send Zaris. Zaris is a sniper. They already have 2 snipers on that team. So I think we're gonna send Akira just because Akira's got better strength already. So Akira, let's put you on scout with the rest of the team. Hold on. We bring more people? Scout still has room for somebody. Why are we not taking extra people? I guess we'll take both heavies. Looks like we can. Yeah, the gift is carrying Raspberry, and then we have 6 people on scout. I guess what that means is we'll always just end up leaving one home. So yeah, let's not do that. Let's leave you at Phoenix Avionics. And that means we're going to wait for Armus to heal, we're going to wait for Kylo to heal, and we're going to wait for Raspberry to heal before we send that team out anymore. And just checking research that we're doing now. We're currently researching Walls of Jericho. That's 24 hours. We've got a couple satellite uplinks in progress. Everybody's just resting. Let's do some resting and trading for a little bit here. That is not a good exchange, is it? 10 for 2, actually. Let's do the food exchange instead, even though it's 9 for 2. Got quite a bit of food. And then we want to head you to a... Did I just do a food for tech with New Jericho? That was probably a mistake. Let's move you here. And wait till something happens, right? We have a couple Pandoran lairs that are 2 days away from being a problem. Oops, let's get that trade going. That's tech for materials. They don't have any materials. So we're gonna head all the way to here, I think. Nope, they still don't have any materials there. Maybe all the way over here. Yeah, let's send them that way. And then I just want to cycle through everything. Crew the gift fully healed, rested. Crew the scout are fully healed and rested. That's this team here first. There's a lair there. They are definitely not capable of taking out a lair. Or an antediluvian ruin. Huh. Nobody's ever investigated that one though. We don't know what it is. We do need this forge and this lapidary. Ah, there's a 3rd lair there. Okay, we have 3 lairs. Interesting. Not a Scylla yet. And not a lot for them to do otherwise, so I'm tempted to just leave them there training. I How are you guys doing? Inaccessible and carrier, you're just about ready. So what are you guys doing next? Guess you guys are heading up to go deal with the living crystal lapidary. Unless there's something down here. You can't quite reach Antarctica from here. Yeah, I think that's it. I think you're heading that way. That's quite a trip, but let's get it started. We will send both carrier with slightly wounded Tylock, she'll be fine, and inaccessible all the way over to a lapidary. Let's unpause that. I'm gonna go take a look at Masked Manticore next. We have Aspida getting healed. Alright, new aircraft available. We will send this to Phoenix Avionics. And at Phoenix Avionics, we're going to take that lone sniper, Zaris. Zaris, you're going to get on board Tiamat 9, which we will rename shortly, and we're going to send Tiamat 9 all the way around the world to Living Crystal Quarry, so that we can deploy Guardian. I'm not sure what that means. So that we can get crystal more rapidly. That's going to take some time. Meanwhile, Masked Manticore, are you guys ready? I think you're about ready. Maybe we'll wait a couple more minutes. Oops. That was something. Oh, that was tenuous arriving in Alaska for a trade. And we'll send you on to another trade, and then it's time to move Masked Manticore with the A-team. That speed is about ready, and you guys are heading to South America. So the question is, what do we want to try first, the Scyther or the Real Virus? Real Virus is destroy the Malthusian Revolt, group of radical antinatalists. So that's anti-Synedrian, and this is the Scyther. Well, we're doing both. Might be wise to start a healing facility down here. Technically, the Scyther is a little closer, so we're going to send you there first. Let's get these trades out of the way. Okay, that dropped our tech, but greatly raised our materials. So now it's time to find the Synedrian havens that might have tech. Here's one. We'll move there next. And then stepping through, we have Inaccessible heading to West Africa there. Gift and Scout. These people are leveling up, that's good. Carrier is with the Inaccessible. And Masked Manticore heading far south. I think we're going to hit the Lapidary first, it looks like. Walls of Jericho project is complete. The research has resulted in an array of defense measures and physical barriers which improve the defenses of all new Jericho havens with little cost. The benefits will apply immediately and are estimated to improve defensive capabilities by around 25%. From the Phoenix point of view, the technology will reduce the threat level of any Pandoran attacks on our bases. We have new research available.
New Jericho, hiding their havens behind walls. So frightened of infection, frightened of change, clinging to the old world, to everything that is already lost. Yes.
Wow, it's the first time we've heard the Synod of Yearning speak.
The walls of Jericho will fall. Yes, as they fell before. Yes, yes. You cannot keep change out with walls. The flood comes. Water eats away at stone. You cannot build fast enough. Yes.
That's creepy. I like how they do that. Okay. We do have a satellite coming up there. 2 more satellite uplinks, still a day away. And we're researching Pandoran physiology. Let's see if that's really what we want to research next. Command Fortress is an option. Tobias West's plan to save the Earth requires a central command hub, an unassailable fortress from which the war effort can be coordinated. We will throw that on the bottom of the heap for now. Not sure we'll get to it. We'll see. Pandoran physiology is next. We're doing this because research speed to Pandorans will increase by 25%. That seems like not really worth it, but it's only a little, and I'm hoping it has some other knock-on effects is why I'm researching that, but I'm not sure. Alright, this is Tenuous doing a trade. We will trade food for tech. Alright, and then we're gonna send you up here for other tech trades. And then I want to see what's going on with these guys. They're just about to reach, so it is a race between A team and B team here, although that's the carrier and Scooby is way behind them. So it's going to be... We're going to wait here. Hold on. Excavate site. Send a team of excavators to open a path to the ancient ruin. Do we not need to fight these? Excavate for 8 hours with a set cost. Send a team of excavators to open a path to the ancient ruin. The team has to be carried there by air, but doesn't require constant aerial supervision. Well, yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we get those for free. Great. They can hang out and do that for 8 hours. I don't mind. Up here we have another trade. This time it's materials for tech. And then maybe we'll do one more of those here. Or is that where we just came from? That might be where we just came from. No, there's tech there. We'll go there. Alright, and then how's Masked Manticore doing? You guys are getting close. I guess we're doing this mission next. First, though, it's a Pandoran intelligence report. Great, maybe this will tell us about an Umbra? Nope. We learned about Arthron Rootpime and Chiron Nurgle. And Anu attitude dropped pretty far because they're within range of a revealed Pandoran base. Interesting. And Arthron Brute Prime specimen is believed to be the peak of brute evolution, lacking any known weak spots. The specimen is capable of complex thinking and command capability when on the battlefield. When encountered, it is recommended that it be taken out first. Okay, no unique abilities, so not sure that matters. Chiron Nurgle, a Chiron mutation that has developed chitin armored limbs capable of performing close range attacks. The specimen can additionally launch poison worms at targets from a long range. Yeah, that wasn't much of a report. We do have a personnel thing flashing at us. We're gonna go take a look at that. Okay, somebody with quarterback, but cautious and reckless, not the greatest. And it's an infiltrator anyway. We don't need those. Let's get set up for this mission. So these ruins are controlled by the Forsaken. Extreme caution advised. Oof. Okay, the Scyther is controlled by the Forsaken. We've dealt with them before. Masked Manticore here. That is Sophia with 25 points to spend. I think that finally gets her Bloodlust. Also, The Forsaken are not going to be affected by... Oh, wait, the Forsaken will be affected by Yggdrasil grenades. The Forsaken are an offshoot of Anu, so they should have Pandoran genes. Sophia's happy. Jacob has 20 points to spend. Close quarters evade would be good for Jacob. He's got a few things to unlock still. And he could use a grenade. Omar, for some reason, has a grenade. Doesn't need it. 25 points, but he's long since completely maxed out, and we're not spending 25 to drop his damage by 10%. Takeshi with 26 points is working toward a new class. Takeshi has a flame grenade, but could use an Yggdrasil grenade. Finally, Irina, very overloaded here, but pretty much maxed out. She's also not going to spend 25 points to drop her perception anytime soon. We might hope for better armor for her, but that's the whole team for now, along with Aphid. We're going to join them there next time. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time while we explore the Scyther and try to take it from the Forsaken. Bye for now.